Welcome to the Elk Season Podcast, Season 4, Episode 25. Today is December 4th, 2025. We are 269 days away from Elk Season.
Oh, it's getting closer.
We are the Chambers Brothers. My name is Harold.
I'm David.
And today on the Elk Season Podcast.
Got a whole platter of awesomeness for you. We're going to talk about Idaho out-of-state tags. We're going to talk about reverse poaching. I wish I had put this in a linear order. Huge elk herds, African dogs, blue pigs, bear attacks, bears moving in, drunk raccoons, and even luften.
Luften. If I'm saying it right. I don't know if I am.
Tonight on the podcast. The Elk Season Podcast.
Thank you. You have a good Thanksgiving?
I did.
Do you guys do traditional turkey?
We do.
Yeah.
Very traditional. And what's funny is I was under strict orders tonight to not eat any leftovers. Not because I get in trouble with them, but we can't pinpoint what's going on with my, TMI, digestive tract. Ever since Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
I've had
Did you have a ham? That's Christmas.
Yeah, that's Christmas.
Yeah.
I know. It's funny. And
right.
so
Okay.
I've just had a bloated stomach. But what's funny is I eat breakfast, I'm fine. I don't have much for breakfast, a piece of toast and an egg. And, I do pretty well throughout the day. But then I eat dinner. I start getting sour burps and I have crampy and I wake up in the middle of the night and it's kind of weird. So I've kept it light this evening, had a beer, had a piece of toast when I got home.
Man, toast rules.
But it is pretty good.
I don't want to say I'm a toast master,
but I
love toast.
But the data started rolling in because I wasn't eating much. I actually took some Pepto because I thought maybe that could help calm things down. I know we were supposed to be talking about the fun thing, but this is the aftermath, and hopefully I think it's been getting better. And my stomach started churning a bit and grumbling a lot, but then I took Pepto. It seemed to calm down. I felt fine since. We'll see after we're done. I might have something to eat, but it's been a weird thing. But it was actually a pleasant day. We just chilled around the house all day. We just kind of cook all day, and we brined the turkey a certain way, and it turned out probably I say it every year, it gets better and better, and it was the best turkey we ever cooked. Yeah,
brining is the way to go with birds.
Yeah,
the brine is from what I've heard. I don't know if I've ever had any, but that's like a whole new game. It's like a whole new game. That's what I've heard.
Well, we did spatchcock last year, where you split it up so it cooks more evenly across the bird without it being with a cavity. And that was amazing.
Yeah.
And that wasn't brined, or maybe it was. I don't know. I think we brine every year, but we did something different this year, and it just was
chef's kiss.
Yes.
All right. Well, tomorrow is a very big day.
Well, what about yours?
Oh, about mine? I don't know if I've told you this, but Becky and I have never cooked a turkey.
Yeah, no, I know this about you.
We've never cooked, and people have given us turkeys.
Yeah.
And they've sat in our freezer for years.
Mm-hmm. Probably still good. I'm just kidding.
And we've gotten rid of them since, but we've just never, we'll go and we'll have Thanksgiving dinner, but we have our own tradition, and our tradition is a big breakfast, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you want, we have, and after breakfast, we go cut down a Christmas tree. And then we go home and decorate the tree, sit around, eat leftovers, and it's a fun tradition. I love it.
And if you don't mind, I tell my students, I go, at my house we do a traditional style Thanksgiving dinner, but my brother doesn't. He does a breakfast, and it's nothing close to what you'd see on a Thanksgiving dinner table. And I think that's awesome. So I'm just trying to instill in my students, look, don't worry about having to be so beholden to certain things in your life.
Right.
Do you?
Right.
So anyway.
And that tradition of getting a Christmas tree comes from growing up in a house with 7 sisters.
Yeah.
When you have a day off, everybody's home and family's in town, you're like, I gotta get out of this house. There are mountains calling to you in every direction in Helena. In every direction, they're screaming.
It's on the side of a mountain, for Pete's sake.
So yeah, totally. So it's a great time to go out, and there's usually lots more snow. There was no snow this year.
No.
In the South Hills. And it was good. It was a good outing. My 9-year-old son pulled the tree all the way back to the truck and put it in the truck himself.
Nice.
He was very excited to help. You know how kids are, so that was fun. And we got to hike. I think we've actually, we've hiked past that tree 2 other times. And cut a tree down somewhere else. Yeah.
Okay.
But things look different when there's a foot of snow.
It does.
So it was really fun, and it's a fun tradition. And it was a good Thanksgiving. It was a nice break to just relax and hang out. Anyway, but tomorrow is a big deal. Tomorrow. Now we have been hunting and talking about hunting with Jared from Montana, who's a good friend of ours, also a disabled Marine Corps combat veteran who likes to come down and hunt. He can hunt elk here 3 days before you can hunt elk in Montana. Yeah, and that's not nothing.
No, it isn't.
So he wants to come and hunt with us, and he's had trouble with the lottery, or not the lottery.
Getting in line for the tags because they sell out quickly.
Getting in line. It's getting in line. It's getting in a line online.
Yeah.
And you have to do it at midnight.
Yep.
And we've talked to other people who have done it, and it's been kind of a mess.
It's chaotic, yeah.
And last year, or this year, they're changing that.
Yes.
It's a big difference. Listen to this. You have only 10 days to put in for your out-of-state tag. Everybody can put in. Everybody who wants a tag can put in for a tag. But everybody who puts in for a tag has to buy their 2026 hunting license first.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that about it.
And I know, a lot of people miss that. If you don't draw a tag, you do not get your money back on that license. And I don't know how much an out-of-state license is for, should I find out? How much an out-of-state hunting license is for Idaho.
Let me go, I'll pull it up.
But it's going to add a new level of just a deterrent, right? There's just going to be some people like, yeah, I can't afford to throw $300, $400 at a license and not get a tag. So do you know how much it is?
I'm pulling it up.
Oh, okay. So I think that's gonna take some out, and depending on the week, Jared might be one of them. Right. You're like, I don't have the money this week. So that's a big change. Now, I do see it as a positive change.
So if you want a hunting and fishing combo for an adult, non-resident license is $264.
Okay. So just hunting might be less than that. I'm sure it would be.
Yeah. If you just go hunting adults, $185.
Okay. So $185 that you can't get back. Okay. You got to pay that just for a chance at getting a deer or elk tag. And by the way, which means you have to spend that money just before Christmas.
Right.
Right. You have 10 days. You have till the 15th of December to buy your 2026 license and put in for whatever draws you want for deer or elk.
What does DAV stand for?
DAV.
Okay. Out of state non-resident tag for an elk tag?
Yeah.
$651.
Yeah. This is why I say be nice to out-of-staters.
Yeah.
Be nice to them. They paid a lot of money to be here. I'm not mad at a single one of them. Most of the pig-headed hunters anyway have been too local for too long. That's been my experience anyway.
Oh, you betcha.
So it's a big change. Let me text Jared right now. Let me text him right now. We'll see if on the podcast we get a response. But I'll text him, and I never know. He has had so many phone numbers that I never know if I'm messaging the right Jared.
Sorry, you have.
Let's see. Oh, happy Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. Starting tomorrow, you have 10 days to get your elk tag for Idaho. We're counting on you this year. Okay, we'll see what he says to that. We'll see what he says to that if he responds. So that's a big deal. It's a big change in Idaho. If you have friends from out of state that want to hunt Idaho, and you should, because it's an incredible state. I found a story this week that people that live in all the states ranked all the states as fun. Okay. Idaho was 35th.
Cool.
I know. People are like, what? How could Idaho? No. We don't want to be the funnest state.
It's okay.
We don't even want to be in the top 10.
No, I'm fine.
My kind of fun, we're in the top 10. My kind of fun, we're top 3. But
yes, no. Yeah, total.
If you count Alaska, maybe top 4.
Whew. If
Still
I could
top
ever get
3.
there.
I know. So, anyway. What's up?
Oh, I haven't been talking much, so I'm like, why is my line so flat? Obviously, I'll have to adjust that in post. Anyway.
Yeah. We'll get it in post, don't worry.
We'll do it live.
So that's those are the new regulations, and forgive me if I've misrepresented any of them. It's new, and I'm trying to understand it.
Yeah.
And I've probably read, you can go to the Idaho Fishing Game Facebook page and read, I think, pretty much what I just said. Hopefully, I've recapped it correctly.
I will also say that you can go to idfg.idaho.gov, the official Idaho Fishing Game website, and you can find their releases too right on their homepage. So they give you all the news updates that are going on, including the stories related to these out-of-state processes. Yeah. So check that out. They also have a good app, and the app has a news feed in it that I use quite a bit. And you can even sign up for a newsletter. I'm not paid for this promotion. I'm just saying those are the ways that I access because I'm not on social media.
Right.
But if you're in that similar boat, just know there's other great ways to get that.
Well, YouTube is the most popular social media. Just so you know.
Yeah. Oh, I know that. Yeah, I did know that.
But you're on YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm not popular.
Well, I'm not.
But when I'm not on. Let me reiterate: the type of social media where you tend to interact more frequently with other people. That's not what I'm on.
I know.
Because I don't go out.
I know what you mean. I know 100% what you mean. I don't think YouTube is social media either.
It is social media.
It is social media.
But it's not social media like Facebook or TikTok.
They're trying. They're trying. They have shorts now, and people scroll those. And anyway. They allow for long form and for short form. Where else do we want to go with that? Anyway, application period for non-resident seasons begins tomorrow. 5 through 15. Yep.
So that's the first story on their feed on their main website.
Good. It's important.
You know, we've talked about poaching, but I don't think I've come across a case like this before, where someone poaches somebody's legal
reverse poaching.
Yeah.
When I brought it up to you, I called it reverse poaching, and then I tried to make a couple of scenarios that would you could consider reverse poaching. And what I said was a hunter brought an elk back to life without permission.
Yeah.
Without a tag. So that's one. Or a hunter, an elk killed a man out of season.
One of these two stories is true.
Right. What is reverse poaching? And this is out of Wyoming. Now, which is where the corner crossing case comes from.
Yeah.
And if you understand the checkerboard pattern of public lands and private lands and where those corners of the checkerboard connect, some of them are hard to get into. And we've talked about hunting some of these areas before. And what guys do is that they get a helicopter.
Yeah.
So that's what this story is. These guys rented a helicopter. It's like $8,000.
It's expensive.
It's like $8,000, and you can see the guy's house from where they're hunting.
Yeah.
Okay, so they pay $8,000, but they're on public land, but they're behind this guy's house. Now, this guy has a house on a section on a square mile of private land, but but it's bordered on all three sides by public land. Right on all at least those three sides. So these hunters go, well, there's really, really good elk there. So we want to go get those elk. And so they go and they all fill their tags. Monsters. Beautiful. And they were working late at night, and they were working up on the side of the hill within inside of this ranch house and with their headlamps on. And so they knew that they could be seen. And they woke up to the owner of that house trying to steal the elk heads.
It says here they saw the rancher running off with one of their skulls, so they tracked him down.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, they tracked him down and confronted him.
Yeah.
Now, this is not over yet.
No.
Because this, that guy owns as much of the public land as the guys that were hunting it.
Yeah.
But no more.
No.
The land adjacent, maybe he does.
Right.
But not the public land. So
one of the things that I wonder about this is if he has grazing rights, and sometimes I wonder if some ranchers take undue ownership of the land they're grazing on.
And they definitely do.
And so they might feel entitled to it.
But something like Onyx, where you can go, these guys will go to court with me if you have a problem with where I'm standing. Right?
Exactly.
This is Onyx. To those guys go, this is public land. It's BLM. Say what you want. And I've seen plenty of confrontations of people going, you can't hunt here. I know it's BLM, but it's leased grazing, right? I'm not hunting cows. Well, I'm hunting whatever it is I'm hunting. Anyways, so there are guys that try to take that, and I would imagine it's economic, right? They go, I only want certain people in here. I charge them money or something like that.
Probably doing something under the table.
But absolutely insane to be so entitled that you think you own land, that public land that just borders your land. To be so pompous and to feel so entitled that you climb up that hill and try to take their elk. Yeah, that is bizarre.
It is bizarre, and he's obviously not reading the room. Did you not just see what happened when the public lands were supposed to be sold off?
Yeah,
be careful. Tread carefully.
Yeah, you're going up there with a bunch of guys with weapons. I don't know if they were archery hunting or not, but they're armed.
They're hunters,
I'd imagine. And stealing from anyways, I hope to hear more on this.
Yeah.
I hope to hear some more on this case. So anyways, reverse poaching. That's how it was presented, but it's definitely not that.
But staying in the elk realm, you also have a really cool shot of a huge elk herd outside of a family's home.
Yes.
And this brings back some of the talking points we've had before related to the overpopulation of elk in Colorado.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's what it feels like to me.
Yes.
There's so many of them, and we're encroaching on their not territory, but their
on their habitat.
Yeah. And so this is bound to happen. But
there's a new element.
Yeah.
There's a new element. Those are wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves don't like humans. They don't like to be around humans, don't like to go towards humans. Yeah. And that means human habitation is safer for the elk.
Yeah.
Is this something we're going to see more of in the future?
You're reading my mind. That's right. Where my next question was going to go.
Of course, until there's enough wolves to bring the elk population in Colorado back down to something more manageable. Right.
Exactly.
So we'll see. But that's just, sure, it's beautiful. It's great to see elk out in your yard. But what if they're there all winter?
It's going to be devastating.
They're going to cause some serious damage.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
So, we've talked about this before. I don't know to what extent, but it came up again, and the images are even more striking than what I remember having on before.
Okay.
So, in I think it's Southern California. There are some European wild boars that are invasive down there, so they allow hunters to go out and kill them. But they also have some rodent bait that's been sold out there. That what is it? I don't remember the whole article, but it's a particular type of pesticide or whatever for the rodents that it kills the rodents, but it doesn't kill the pigs.
Yeah.
But it's on a grain of some kind that the pigs will eat. And if the pigs find it or get into it, because pigs are known for rooting, and
they'll eat anything. They're pigs.
They destroy everything.
Yeah.
It turns their fat cells blue.
Yeah.
And it is strikingly blue.
That is a wild, wild picture. Now, you were saying the fat's not poison, but the meat is.
No. I was saying that the meat is not blue, but the fat cells. Because I thought it was meat. The first time I saw this, I thought it turned the meat blue.
Oh, gotcha.
But as I read the article, what I do remember is it said the fat turns blue. But the whole body's been, invaded with this poison or these pesticides. So you need to destroy the whole pig.
Yeah.
When you kill one. So pesticides are harmful to exposed humans. They've been linked to declining sperm rates, diabetes, cancers, Alzheimer's, and other health conditions. So, look, if you harvest an animal and you start tearing it up to get it ready for your freezer and it doesn't look right, and you're not sure what the source is, talk to your local Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks people.
Or Idaho.
Your
local Idaho, Montana Fish, Wildlife.
Wherever you're at, talk to your local outdoor fish, wildlife, game people. It's different in every state. I don't know why. But
talk to a biologist.
But if you do, just don't think you can get around the system. It's kind of like if you know there's a hazard, avoid it.
Yeah.
It's sad because sometimes getting a pig is no small feat. They're incredibly intelligent and really hard to get.
Yeah.
And you have to use some really what feel like unethical methods to get them where they're really bad, particularly in Texas.
Yeah. They're terrible in Texas. There's one county in Texas I think has more feral pigs than the rest of the United States put together.
Whew.
That's a lot.
Crazy. But yeah, those.
And I follow the guys who trap hogs. Have you seen the traps, the fences that they put up?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cool. They're so cool. I almost wish there were feral hogs here so I could hunt them and trap them. I know it's dumb.
Well, there was some hogs that got loose up north, I think, 20 years ago.
Actually, Bruno.
Was it Bruno?
Because they have a place out in Shoshone where you can hunt hogs. You know that?
I didn't.
It's a fenced hunt.
Oh.
They're wild hogs, but you can go out there and hunt them. And guys come from all over the place to hunt those hogs.
Wow.
Sometimes they can get away, but there's places like that, and sometimes they get away. And I've heard that there are some near Bruno. But, I'll believe anything when I'm desperate to hunt hogs. Or when I think I can. I just want to believe what I want to believe.
Achoo.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry. African dogs apparently communicate in a unique way.
By sneezing. Now, this is very preliminary, right? We don't know. What'll be nice is when AI gets a hold of all this stuff and goes, oh, yeah, you're wrong. Or, oh, yeah, you were right. But to these wild dogs in Africa have a system, according to this, TikTok that I watched, a system of getting ready for a hunt. I think there was 11 of them. And they start rough playing to sort of warm up, stretching, practice, biting, moving, right? Just to feel lucid. And then when it's time to go on the hunt, they take turns sneezing, right? And if enough of them sneeze at the right time, then that's the vote, and everybody goes and goes on a hunt. But if they don't sneeze, they're like, yeah, I'm full. Or I don't feel like taking down a water buffalo. They're kind of big. Let's wait for a wounded antelope. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So there's considerations. And so it's a democracy.
Yeah.
Anyways, I found that fascinating. Animal language, because this is the Elk Season Podcast, animal language means a lot.
It does.
And so we'll follow. I like following that animal language.
And I forgot to tell you, I haven't gotten very far with it yet because I've been so busy with other things. But I've started to investigate how to make my own elk call that I can 3D print.
Really?
So
fun.
So the goal that I have is to get on a program I use called Tinkercad. And Tinkercad allows, just me build from scratch.
Tinker, yeah.
So I started, I actually have, I don't think it's here. I put together my first rudimentary print and I knew it wasn't going to work. I got to fail first in order to get forward. So I just kind of go, I think about all the different calls we've used, and I try to put all that knowledge into how would I make this work? And now what I have to investigate is, how do you put together the pieces in a way that allow for the reverberation of air along a reed?
Right.
Because that's going to be central to that. And so, and there's people that have done this too. I'm not the first, but I just thought it'd be kind of cool to design our own. And the unique thing about it is this: when it comes to animal language, what we've talked about is how you use an elk call in this area, the elk know you, so you got to use a different one. And so by making your own, if it can be functional and be utilized and it's a 3D printable thing, we can always change our voice as an elk.
Yeah.
Whenever and wherever and however we want.
Which is crucial. Which I think is crucial.
So I'm working on it.
Cool.
I'm very rudimentary. Like I said, I threw something together in Tinkercad, put it together just to see, okay, where did I go wrong?
Okay, we'll get an update in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
We'll see. But it could be 10.
Yeah.
But either way, I think there's going to be a lot of that.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of that. So. And different calls for different animals too. Mm-hmm. So.
I feel like I came across this, but it seems like it sounds familiar, but you brought it. A grizzly bear attack at an elementary school. This is kind of serious, injuring 11.
So, I thought we talked about it last week.
Maybe we did.
Because we talked about British Columbia halting hunting of grizzly bears.
Oh, that's right.
And now we have this happening.
Yeah.
Not to say that they're directly connected. Because
right.
we really don't know. It's only been a couple of years. But my first concern when we heard And now that I talk about it again, I go, yeah, we talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Well, we talked about something out of British Columbia. I thought it was a gentleman got attacked, but it could have been this. But
maybe it was, but we talked about they're going to stop harvesting grizzly bears in British Columbia, and we had the conversation on the podcast.
Yeah,
is that okay? What consequences? I mean, you have too many bears. Are they all going to be nice all of a sudden? I don't know. British Columbia bears have a reputation.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think we covered that last week.
Yeah. But on the subject of bears, what if one moves into your crawl space, trying to den up?
Increasingly interesting. And I've seen 3 separate videos, different videos of bears hibernating in a cornfield.
Huh.
They dig a hole.
Okay.
And they come along to harvest, and there's this huge hole, and they can look in there and they see a bear, and they just have to spray water in it to get the bear out of the den, because he's not nearly as protected once that corn's cut.
Wow.
Right? So anyways, and that's a lot what we talk about on the Elk Season Podcast is where, and I say the human world, where our animal world and their animal world come together. Right? In cornfields and in crawl spaces.
Yeah,
and in basements.
Says here the bear under the home shows no signs of leaving, claiming, and they quote the bear, "I am not going anywhere until I get my deposit back."
Yeah, that's right. Well, the longer you stay, the lower that deposit's going to be.
Pretty much. And when you say deposit, all right.
Yeah, the bear made a deposit, okay? Somebody's going to have to clean that up.
And woo! You know, speaking of animals up to no good.
Yeah.
This is such a good picture. I almost want this on a T-shirt or a tattoo. It's
everything I want to know about raccoons.
It is. A raccoon breaks into a liquor store and passes out in the bathroom.
And they get it. They let us sober it up, and they put it back in the wild. They're like, sorry, buddy. How about some aspirin? What's up?
So funny thing about that, and I wish I had a conversation with a student after class today.
Yeah.
They're a vet tech student.
Oh, good.
And they're just a great student. We were having this conversation about pets and animals and stuff, and they were saying how you can't give a cat aspirin. And I didn't know this.
I didn't know that either.
A cat can't
Not that I would try.
I know, but apparently a cat can't metabolize some of the chemicals, so a cat on aspirin is effectively a death sentence in some cases because of the way the cat's body will overreact to the chemical. Anyways, I had no idea. And I don't know if raccoons are related to cats. I sometimes think they are, but maybe don't give it an aspirin. That's all my point was. Yeah. But an ibuprofen, probably okay. I don't know. But oh my gosh, it's just such a good picture.
Great picture and a great story.
Yeah.
It's just funny. This time of the year, I want to be that raccoon.
I do.
I just want to bring in a liquor store, get drunk, pass out, and just have somebody go, you know what? Just send him home.
Yeah.
Just send him home. That would never happen with me. But if I was a raccoon,
yeah,
they wouldn't charge me with anything.
Is it drafty in here? What's luften?
Luften is an interesting idea. It's out of Germany. I read this article. You take 10 minutes of your day every day, especially in the wintertime, and open the windows and just change the air in your house. Right? We all talk about the flu season, and it's because we have these indoor spaces that are covered in germs and sort of build up because we don't have any open windows. And Benjamin Franklin was a big fan of this.
Okay.
And I don't know that he did this German word luften, but he had his own version of it's just important to, guys back then were like, you need to exercise with vigor. What does that mean, vigor? And so now we know a little bit more. But back then, Ben Franklin was like, you know what? I don't think you need to be cooped up in your house. You need that cold air. You need to feel the brisk world on your face. And he was a big proponent of opening the windows and airing out his house. He was also a big proponent of wood stoves, and they were also from Germany because they were so much more efficient than regular fireplaces. And Benjamin Franklin has patents on fireplaces
cool.
that where the smoke goes up and then comes back down and tracks through a chimney. So many rocks hold that heat, and it's so much more efficient to heat your house with a chimney that does it. Anyways, Ben Franklin was cool American.
He's highly revered.
Well, he is here. But he liked that idea of luften, and I've always thought, and after reading the book The Comfort Crisis, and you realize my life is climate controlled, right?
Right.
I probably do myself a favor, exposing myself to the elements a little more often. Just a little more often. That's all.
That's actually, I'm trying to think, is there a way that I can tie this into so I'm giving a presentation on Saturday I told you about, and it feels like there's a relatable piece here that I could maybe tie in if I remember, because one of the risk factors for what I'm talking about, I'll be talking about seasonal affective disorder. One of the risk factors for this is that we tend to get out of the sun and we go inside during cold weather.
Yes.
And so we get less light, but there's also other things we're missing out when we do that.
Right.
And being indoors also increases, as you sort of alluded to, or if you might have even mentioned it, we get indoors and we have increased risk for respiratory infections, flu, and colds. Yeah. And so, because I have all those other elements, but I'm trying to think, where can I fit luften in? Because it seems like it could be relevant for, a prevention factor. In a weird way. Anyway, I have to just keep putting my mind to it. So I'm on a tangent at the moment.
I wouldn't know anything. All I know is that seasonal affective disorder is about light, which makes sense. I've been treating myself with tanning. Going to a salon, genuinely, sometimes I just miss the sun. Yeah. Sometimes it's so cold, I'm so bundled up. Even if I am outside, I don't see the sun.
And what I was alluding to is just that there's all these different things to understand about how it can manifest, and so this seems like it could be a part of the puzzle to that unraveling.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
Anyway, I didn't mean to get too weird and cryptic about it.
It is a nice feeling every spring and every fall when the days come and you're like, oh, let's open all the windows.
I know.
And it feels good, and we probably should be doing a little bit more of it. Turn the furnace off, 10 minutes, open every window in the house.
Well, and even here lately, because our weather is fairly tempered here.
So good.
I just throw the windows down on the truck when I'm driving.
Yeah, that helps too. That is nice, because growing up in Montana, we'd have those spells where it's below zero for how long? And you're like, it's been weeks since I rolled my window down. Yeah. Since I took a breath of fresh air, because it hurts every time you breathe. So, the air inside a car can get so stale in the wintertime. And it's amazing. It's amazing how having the windows open refreshes the inside of that car.
Yeah.
And the same thing could be done to your house, and would be done to your house. Yep. So
that's all we have.
Luften. Anyways, that's it. Great.
Go get your tags.
Ooh, 10 days. It's a lottery system. It's not a first come, first serve. It's not a line.
Good luck.
So you don't have to stay up till midnight tonight. So that's good. I couldn't stay up till midnight.
I better staying up now.
It's after 7. I got to go. All right. Okay. Next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Should be. Cheers.
Goodbye.
In the morning light, before dawn, bow grip tight, heart beating strong. Through the forest, ancient giants roam. In the land where the wild calls me home. Through the whispering pines and the autumn breeze, driven by the chase, crisp air I breathe. With every step I take, earth beneath my feet. In nature's beauty where the hunter and elk meet. The mountains rise, kissed by the sun. In September, where I belong. Bugles echo loudly through the veil, a symphony of an ancient tale. Through the whispering pines driven by the chase, crisp air I breathe. With every step I take, earth beneath my feet. In nature's beauty where the hunter and elk meet. Silent as the morning mist, I travel on with careful grace. Every shadow, every sound surrounds me in this wild embrace. The challenge and the thrill, the patience and the skill, in the dance of life and nature, my heart's forever filled. As the sun sets, shadows long and deep, I find my place with the memories I keep. The chase and the beauty of a day gone by. Deep in the mountains, my spirit cries. Through the whispering pines and the autumn breeze. Driven by the chase, crisp air I breathe. With every step I take, earth beneath my feet. In nature's beauty, out where the hunter and elk meet. Here's to the wild places where the elk and I both roam. The chase that brings us closer to the place that I call home. In the stillness of the forest, in the grandeur of the land, I am one with nature's wonder, with my bow